With me this morning is Simon Finnis, the newly appointed Managing Director of KGL Resources. Simon, you've only been with the company for a short time, but can you give us a bit of your background, please?
Yeah, sure, Chris. I've been around in project development mostly now for about 15 years. I've been in mining for 35 years, but I was involved with a mineral sands project in Africa called Grand Cote. Managed to take Metro into an operating mine in a couple of years, and very, very pleased to be here to do it again. So we think this is a great project that needs to be developed.
So, Simon, you've had experience both in Senegal, and I think that was a $650 million project. So
yeah, on Cape York we have around about 30% employment from our partners there, and they do a great job. We've got them all through the organisation, from operators up to supervisors, and we got some trainees, which is a fabulous little nest egg of surprises. We have some young ladies that came in had never had a job, and they're now running our store and doing purchasing, and it's just a great feeling when you see those sort of people exceed, or excel, I should say.
Simon, you're relatively new at KGL, but I imagine you've been reading up on the story, so perhaps you can tell us, why did it attract you, I guess?
Look, I think we were all probably copper bulls, and culpable maybe, but anyway, we're all copper bulls. And I've been watching the project for some time. I think Dennis has done a great job with where he's taken it, and it just looks like a project to me that needs to be a mine. And 2% copper resource, about 20 million tonnes, reserve about 9 at 2.2. There's not many in Australia of that sort of grade, and this is very, very, very close. So it's in the area where I need to get there.
What do your studies show that you're expecting from KGL, and is there a final feasibility study due imminently?
Yes, it is imminent. We're actually in the throes of that right now. We should finalise that around the end of August. I'm anticipating a mine life slightly longer than the PFS put out. I'm expecting financial parameters slightly better from a revenue point of view. I'm probably expecting the capital to go up slightly because steel prices have gone up, and there are, as people know, you try to buy a computer or buy a car, there's some huge delays now in supply of materials and equipment. So we're building the capital cost, but we're also building the schedule, which is most important, as you know, for these businesses, because you've got to get them alive to get revenue in the front door. And that's all should fall together sort of first week of September.
So what are the expectations now in terms of production, and what sort of scale do you think you need to be? I won't use the term meaningful, but what scale do you need for it to be worthwhile for a shareholder?
From our perspective, we want to put out 30,000 tonnes of copper metal a year, which means about 120,000 tonnes of concentrate. Obviously, we've got silver and gold credits. We've got about 900,000 ounces of silver every year and about 9,000 ounces of gold every year. So that turned into a meaningful revenue stream. And the grade makes this thing really quite straightforward. We probably process 1.6 million tonnes a year. Capital costs around that $200 million. As I said in my presentation, it's a crush, grind, flotation circuit with good recovery. So, the rocks tell us that it's going to be a good recovery, and we'll get very good payables out of all those three minerals.
So you're looking for strong news flow over the next 6 to 12 months, and then the construction. So what are we looking at? The feasibility study, the FID?
Yep. Yeah. So feasibility, FID, and probably start of early works this year, and then obviously the financing will be this year, and then we'll be full-blown construction next year and into 2023.
Good. Thanks very much, Simon.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks very much. There's a really good vibe here at the Noosa Mining Conference, perhaps not like as many as 2 years ago, but everyone seems to be positive, and as Simon said, the focus seems to be on copper and copper developments. Thanks very much, Simon.